as you wrote your chapter for Women Standing Strong Together?
The amount of comfort that I had with doing the poems and submitting them and not like worrying about it and being like, oh no, I need to change that. It just, the poetry came out, it flowed. And, when Gloria made suggestions of, where I needed to add or take away, it was easy for me. I didn't overthink it. I didn't get all in my feelings and was like, oh, this is horrible. It's not like everybody else's.
Yeah,
you
yeah,
know, I
really,
was
yeah.
I was okay with it being different, and that's a huge accomplishment for me because that's a part of my struggle is not being okay being different, but it's okay. You're not supposed to be like everyone else.
Right, right. And that's really where, is really important, isn't it? That you don't have to be like everyone else, and that your chapter in the book is going to be totally different, which it is because you have poetry.
Right.
you know. Um, and I just want to come back to talk about your book that is soon to be released. Can you talk about it a little bit more? Just give everybody a little bit of a, um, you know, little synopsis of where you're going with this book or where you have gone with this
Oh,
book.
yes, most definitely. So my solo book, the title is called "The Mirror of Inner Beauty:
Mm,
Illuminating the Essence of Your Soul." So this is it's not an autobiography, but it's more or less the steps that I went through with dealing with the trauma I had early in life and how that um, shaped how I felt about myself. Like I said before, not having the love and the acceptance, and then how I, and finally found that I needed that healing and how I resonated with that goddess mentality and how that helped shape me to where I am now and all the amazing things that are lining up in my life now because now I have that confidence and that ability to be my authentic self and letting my light shine.
yeah. Um, you talk about the goddess mentality. What is the goddess mentality for you?
For me, the goddess is a woman who emerges deep from within herself.
Hmm.
Um, at first, when I don't even know how the goddess came to me, but she just did. That's one of
Yeah,
those intuitive
beautiful.
things. She just came to me, and I at first was like, you can't go around calling yourself a goddess.
Why the
People are
heck
going to
not?
think you. People are going to think you're vain and you're stuck up. And I thought, but after really digging deep and understanding it, but I was a goddess. I was emerging. I was healing. I was not fearful anymore of being who I am, and I was learning to leave the past in the past. So my light does shine brighter. So why not be the goddess? So
Absolutely. Why not be the goddess? And it's really interesting that you would say that because so many young women, I think, who are strong, have no problem saying I'm a goddess.
right,
Right?
right.
Right? It's
Right, but here I was like, no, I can't say that.
we're kind of like I think we would overthink it a little bit. Um, and
Mhm.
I because but I love that part about you saying that, the resonating with a goddess mentality helped you find your inner beauty, light, and strength. And I found that part of the introduction that I loved the most about you. And I love that you and I'm going to come back again to being a model for young women, to be an inspirational voice. Uh, is there any young woman that you can think of that you have? I'm going to throw this out there that has inspired you.
Um,
You
you
probably
know
get
what? I'm
inspired
gonna
every day.
say I do, but I'm gonna say my granddaughter because she just has this likeness about her and innocence. And it's like I want to shelter her from that and not allow the horrible things out in the world to take that away from her, because
Yeah.
I feel like that's what happened to me. And that's why my inner child, was trapped in that, comfort zone. And I didn't call on her much because I was so afraid. And I just seeing her, you know, right now, just having this energy and this creativity, and the world hasn't shaped her like that. The social conditioning hasn't. I don't want it to happen to her, so
Yeah.
I try to keep her. I try to inspire her, and there was a point when the book first came out, and my mom had bought the book, the collaboration book.
Hmm.
She saw the book laying on the coffee table, and she was like, Mimi, I saw that a book with your picture on it. Is that your book? And I was like, yes, I helped with it. She goes, it's beautiful. And I'm like,
Oh,
oh, but what I'm saying? That was like, so she, of course, she hasn't read it, but it was just like, oh, you see the beauty just from the cover. You
yeah.
know what I mean? So that innocence of that. So that inspires me. Like, I want to help young women to keep that
That's
innocence about them and not to let it go.
yeah, the sense of wonder as well,
Yes, yes.
right? The sense of wonder. Um, do you have any rituals that you do to begin and end your day?
I start my day before I even get out of bed or when I first put my feet on the floor. I do a gratitude prayer, and I ask God to start my day. And I pretty much do the same thing at the end of the day. And recently, I just started the yoga teacher certification. So now I incorporate my mat and yoga poses to go along with that ritual. So um, it's become an enlightenment for me. So,
Yeah, that is really yoga does that a lot for people. But
yes, it does.
yeah, it really does. Um, so here's another question, which is what this interview is all about. um, what is your favorite yoga pose? It doesn't have to
My
be the
favorite
Sanskrit
yoga
name.
pose.
Yeah,
No,
doesn't.
I think my favorite one right now is actually child pose.
Yes. Why?
Um, just from learning and going through the different poses and stuff, that's one that you can always come back to kind of like reset. And I think that, falls for me like when I'm having a lot of emotions and things going on and I lose my focus, like I can get in child pose and just reset and be
Yeah.
like, okay, let's start this over again. And now we've let it go. Let's move forward now and let all that craziness go that's in my head at that time.
What's your close second? What's the close second posture that you enjoy?
I think I want to say warrior too.
That's not surprising, is it? I knew you were going to say that. Tell me why.
It's just, I think it holds a very strong presence and determination in the pose, and and then it reminds me of the goddess,
Yeah.
own the power, honor it. So.
Yeah, that's yes, it's I have to tell you, warrior is one of my favorites too. And it's an endurance pose as well. If you hold it for a
Mhm.
little while, you actually can breathe and work your way into it and become stronger. Absolutely become stronger,
Mhm.
right? Um and
Right.
I actually didn't know that you did yoga. So I am like pleasantly inspired by you that you're a very busy lady.
Yes, I am. Yes,
Yes,
yes.
you really are. Um, and I just want to say that Angela, I'm just so grateful that you're on the show today, and your busy life of owning your own massage therapy studio, and so you're always creating wellness for everybody. Uh, who creates wellness for you?
That's a good question. That is a good question. I'm learning that I need to do that more and
Yeah.
get into a better habit of live, walk the walk, talk the talk. So I'm out here, preaching it to everybody else, but I need to be really making
Yeah.
sure that I'm doing it. So that's a good question. I'm going
Well,
to need to dig deep into
you
that.
you think about that one. You think about that one. And our listeners, if you'd like more information about Angela Jones-TAUL, you can email her at angelashines@yahoo.com, which I love, Angela Shines, or visit her website at massagebook.com. And of course, you can order your copy of the very inspirational book, Women Standing Strong Together, on Amazon.com. Many thanks again for being here, Angela, on Yin Yoga Lifestyle. What a delight.
Oh, thank you so much.
And we look forward
It's been my pleasure.
your book coming out soon. And also for Women Standing Strong Together, please go get your copy. And please don't forget to check us out at yinyogalifestyle.com, adding enlightenment, calm, balance, and creativity to your everyday life. Thank you for joining Yin Yoga Lifestyle. I am your host, Colette Darville. Join us next time to continue our journey of balancing into a state of perfect harmony. Until then, this is Colette Darville, reminding you to inhale, sow, and exhale, hum.